13.15, the 2013-14 school calendar, correct? And this is an action item as well. I'll explain why Mr. Langley and Mr. Moore are back there.
No, we just like it.
Oh, you just like it here? I thought maybe you had an interest in the school calendar. Okay.
I have a question. Should I make a motion first?
That would be great if you made a motion first. If it's a question that, you know, impacts a motion, then you can go ahead and ask, but otherwise we take a motion and...
I move approval of the 2013-14 school calendar as presented.
Thank you. Is there a second?
One second for discussion.
Okay, motion by Mrs. Denler to approve as presented, second for discussion by Mrs. Oakes. So now we're on the discussion. Mrs. Denler.
I'm wondering if the district is giving, now that we're getting air conditioning, if the district is getting any consideration to changing the dates of the school year. So a number of schools have moved to the place where the semester ends at Christmas break. The semester doesn't go on into January, so it brings you start a little bit earlier in August. And also some school districts have consistent spring breaks. And I just didn't know if those conversations ever came up, if it was anything that was thought about.
They do occur, yes. And we're still having, you know, for the following years, the conversation about starting earlier. So yes, that conversation has been bridged on several occasions. And same with the spring break. Looking at when it is, particularly when it's late, things like that. So yes. So we'll continue those conversations.
Any other questions? Mrs. Oakes had for discussion, so I don't know if you had it. Oh, okay, fine. Actually, I'm getting more and more becoming a proponent of year-round education myself, having worked with districts that have that sort of an interesting model in general. You know, I've heard so many concerns about students and their loss of learning during the summer nowadays, but that's another matter. So I see this has been approved by Medea and shared with all bargaining units and department heads. So any other questions or concerns about this school calendar? Otherwise, we'll move to a vote. We're ready to vote. And motion carries 4001. Thank you. We're rolling along.